Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Math for me and you. Let's learn maths together. Hello dear friends, I am Sindhu Suresh and the topic in this video is range of a function. Already I have posted a video about domain of a function and its link I can give you in the description box. Let's start. What is called range of a function? The set of all output values of a function. And if y equals f of x is a function, then range means set of all y values. How can we find the range? Actually, to find the range, we have to follow these three steps. First step is consider the given function as y equals f of x. That means we have to write the function with the name y equals. Second thing, write the equation in terms of y and find its values. If we get the function in terms of x, how we usually find domain? The same way we have to find the values of y by rewriting the equation in terms of y. And the final step is consider the given equation, that means the original equation, and finalize the values of y. But in some functions, we can directly put the values of x and then we get the values of y, that is range. Look at this function, f of x equals x plus 1. It's a linear function. We already discussed what is the domain of this function. What is that? It is minus infinity to positive infinity. If you want to practice more about domain, please watch my video. I can post the link down in the description box. Okay, look at this function with the domain minus infinity to positive infinity. That means in the number line, x can take all the values from minus infinity to positive infinity. Or we can say x takes the values from the real number set of all real numbers, that is R. We can mark the numbers which x takes, that is minus infinity to positive infinity. Then what answers we get for y? Or what is the y values? Because what is domain? Domain is x values. Easily we can understand the input values or x values. When we give x values in the function, what answer we get? They are known as range or y values. From the domain, it is clear that x takes all the values from minus infinity to positive infinity. Let's draw a number line for y and we can mark the answers we get on that number line. See, we have put a number line for a range and x takes the values negative, 0 and positive numbers. We could start with negative values. Just select a negative value for x and give to the function and let's see what answer we get. Okay, we can select x as any negative number. I am selecting minus 2. Now we look what answer we get for y. What is y? Y is the given function, okay? And the given function we can write with the name y. F of x equals x plus 1, we can put it as y equals x plus 1. Now put x equals minus 2 and then look what answer we get. Minus 2 plus 1, it is equal to minus 1. When we give a negative number to x, what answer we get? Positive or negative? Negative. So color that side, negative side. Just highlight. Now we can give x equals, if you want you can put 0 or any other number. I'm giving again one more number, minus 1. Because if we give x equals minus 1, the answer we get is 0. That means the function gets the value 0. Y equals 0 we are getting. So we can mark 0 over there. Again we can give a positive number for x because we have finished negative number and now we are going to give a positive number. Select a positive number for x, any positive number. I'm here selecting x equals 5. You can select any number. When x equals 5, y equals 5 plus 1, that is equals 6. What answer we get? Positive or negative? Positive number we are getting. So color that side, positive number. Also we colored. Look at this line. X takes negative to positive, then y takes also negative infinity to positive infinity. That means what is range? Minus infinity to positive infinity or R. The range of this function is R. Next function, f of x equals absolute value x minus 3 or modulus x minus 3. If we want, we can write y equals absolute value x minus 3. What is the domain of this function? Domain is minus infinity to positive infinity. You can check my video for more details. Or this is R, set of all real numbers. How to show this in the number line? Draw the number line and x takes all the values from minus infinity to positive infinity. Even the middle value is 0. X takes all the values, including 0. Okay, what is range? Range means the y values. How can we find that? We just draw a number line and whatever the values we get when we put x or substitute x, whatever value we get for y, we can mark it over here. X takes all the negative values. That means we can select a negative value for x, substitute in the function and check what answer we get. I'm selecting x equals minus 4. Substitute in the given function. Let's say y equals. Okay, y equals absolute value minus 4 minus 3. What answer we get? It is absolute value minus 7. Inside the modulus, if we write any negative number, we get positive. So it is equal to positive 7. Let me color the positive side of y because when I selected a value for x negative number, I'm getting an answer, a positive answer for y. If you want, you can try with one more negative number. That means x equals minus 1 I have selected. That time y equals absolute value of minus 1 minus 3. That is equal to absolute value of minus 4. The answer is 4, which is also a positive number. See, I have selected again a negative number, but the answer I am getting a positive. And next we can select x equals 0 because negative finished. Next is the turn for 0. When x equals 0, what answer we get for y? Just substitute 0 for x. Then we get 0 minus 3 inside the modulus. The answer is modulus minus 3. That is equal to, again, a positive number we are getting. With the negative, we get the values of y, positive number. And with 0, also we are getting a positive answer for y. In this function, when we put x equals 3, we get y equals 0 because the function is absolute value x minus 3. That means 3 minus 3 equals 0. At the value of x equals 3, we get y equals 0. This is the smallest value which y gets. So y takes the value or y gets the value 0. So we can color that. Close the circle because y takes the value, gets the value 0. That means y gets the value from 0 to infinity. No negative values for y. We can write here what is range. Y values range from 0 to infinity. Closed interval 0 to infinity. Infinity always we open. Why we closed at 0? Because we are getting the value 0 for y. Y equals 0 at x equals 3. See the next function y equals absolute value x minus 3 plus 1. Just now we finished y equals absolute value x minus 3. Here plus 1 also. Domain is same like before. It is minus infinity to positive infinity. In the number line, x takes all the values negative, 0 and positive numbers. For range, we can draw a number line. Whenever we get the answers, we can mark it over there. Same like previous question, we can select a number, negative number for x and we can see what answer we get for y. I'm selecting x equals minus 2, a negative number. So what answer we get for y? Y equals minus 2 minus 3 inside the absolute value, then plus 1 outside. Absolute value minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. Modulus minus 5 plus 1. What is this? It is 5 plus 1. It is 6. So the answer inside the modulus plus 1. Always one more. Here 5 plus 1, 6. Again we get a positive means we have to color the positive side of y. So whatever the value we select for x, a negative number, we get the answer positive. Now we can select x equals 0. What answer we get for y? When x equals 0, y is equal to absolute value 0 minus 3. Then we have to do plus 1. So what answer we get? Do plus 1. This is the meaning. Absolute value 0 minus 3 is absolute value of minus 3 plus 1. That is 3 plus 1. So we get the answer 4. Again a positive number. When x equals 0, also we get a positive value for y. What time y equals 0. Inside the modulus, if we put x equals 3, we get inside the modulus 0. See here, absolute value 3 minus 3. But there is plus 1 outside. So we get the final answer 0 plus 1. What is that? 0 plus 1 is 1. That means this function, the minimum value is not 0 because there is plus 1 outside the modulus. So we get the minimum value 1. That means in this function, y gets the minimum value is not 0, it is 1. If the question is absolute value of term plus 1, then the minimum value will be 1. If it is plus 2, then the minimum value will be 2. So if according to what number we are doing plus or minus after the modulus, the minimum value changes according to that. If it is plus 1, the minimum value is 1. So we get here 1 to infinity. For example, in place of 1, if it is 2, then we get 2 to infinity. The range becomes closed interval 2 to infinity. So we can write the range. What is the range? Range means y value. It is 1 to infinity. Closed at 1, open at the side of infinity. Why we close 1? Because y gets the value 1. That's why closed at 1. Always the side with infinity we have to use simple bracket to show this is open. Now we are going to find the range of the function y equals root of 9 minus x square. This is also very important, a root function. What is its domain? We have studied, we have practiced. If you want, you can check my video. The domain of this function is closed interval minus 3 to 3. Both sides closed. How can we show this using a number line? Draw the number line. Put the small value minus 3 on the left side and close. Positive 3 on the right side also close. And x takes the values from minus 3 to 3. So color the middle portion as well. Then what integers x takes? X takes the values minus 3, then minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. X takes all these values. The middle value is 0. To get the range, first we can draw the number line and put these 3 values for x. That will be enough. Draw the number line. Here we will mark the answers. Then start with the first value of x. What is the first value or the smallest value? That is x equals minus 3. Give this value in the function and look what answer you get for y. Y is equal to square root of 9 minus x is minus 3. So it is minus 3 the whole square. Square root of 9 minus 3 square minus 3 square is positive 9. So 9 minus 9. What is this? It is root of 0. What is root 0? Equals 0. That means we get the answer 0. For y, we get the answer 0. Close that because y gets the value 0. Now give the middle value for x. X equal 0. You can see the middle value of x is 0. What answer we get for y? Y is equal to square root of 9 minus 0 square. That is equal to root 9 and that is 3. So color 3. Mark 3 and close that in the number line. Y takes the values from 0 to 3. One more value is there to put for x, that is the maximum value. X equals positive 3. When x takes the value 3, what answer we get for y? Y is equal to root of 9 minus 3 square. That is root of 9 minus 9. How much it is? It is 0. That means root 0 is 0. So again, y gets the value 0. From here we understand, when we put the smallest value for x, the middle value for x and the maximum value for x, y takes the values or y gets the values from 0 to 3. That means what is the range? Range is closed interval 0 to 3 because y gets the value 0 and gets the value 3. If you put any value, any rational number from minus 3 to 3, in between minus 3 to 3. Also, we can see y gets the answers in between 0 to 3, the minimum 0 and the maximum positive 3. Similar functions if we get, we can quickly write what is the domain and range of such functions. For example, y equals square root of 4 minus x square. Can you write what is the domain of this function? Any idea? Yes, domain of this function is closed interval from minus 2 to 2, because root of 4 is 2 and minus 2. Then what about the range? Y gets the values from where to where? Any negative value? No, only from 0 to 2. If you get similar type of root functions, can you find their domain and range? If you get a function y equals root of x square minus 9 or y equals root of x square minus 16, can you find their domain and range? If not, please write us a comment so that I can give you help. The direct way of finding the range is not possible for all the functions. So, for such cases, we use the 3-step method mentioned in the beginning of the video. Practice on such functions, how to find the range, will be given in the video range of the function part 2. Hope it is a useful video to you. If you like this, please share and subscribe to my channel. See you with more useful videos. Thank you.